Senator, there's been a lot of talk about President Trump's proposals with tariffs to China, and I'm wondering if you have any concerns about how this might impact farmers in your state.
Well, I am concerned about it. Obviously, the idea that we might be limiting the ability of our producers to be able to expand markets and get their commodities into the international marketplace is a real concern. And what we're most concerned about is that the president's proposals could invite retaliation. And most typically, at least, when you get retaliation, it's targeted at agriculture. Agriculture is one of the few areas where we have a trade surplus. And so if another country wants to really hit us, that's the place to do it. And we're right now at a period where we've got historically low commodity prices. This will be the fifth year now where that's the case. Farm income is at historic lows, and so what we don't need now is piling another economic woe on top of all those things. So I'm hoping we can get to a place where that doesn't happen.
Specifically, we've already seen some retaliation. President Xi has ordered for ships of sorghum to return back to the United States, and we've also seen, of course, retaliation in the soybean market. What are you hearing from soybean farmers in your state?
Well, a lot of concern, anxiety. They're planting right now, and obviously concerned about the commodity prices where they are today. We're in the process of writing a new farm bill. So there's a lot of stuff coming together right now, but the one thing we want to do is expand and grow and open more markets for American agriculture. 95% of the world's population lives outside the United States. That means there's a huge market opportunity for our producers, and we, with technology now, are able to grow and raise things that we couldn't in the past. A lot of these hybrid seeds have led to, and technologies led to productivity gains, yield gains, and we need a market for those things. And the best way for us, I think, in agriculture at least, to prosper is to open more markets, not restrict the number of markets that we have access to.
And final question, here in the Senate, you've been really kind of creating your own farm bill, and you've got two main proposals in terms of acres and how that might recalculate some of the distribution. Tell me about them, and tell me if you think that we're going to run into that September 29th deadline and what that could mean moving forward.
If we end up having to do an extension, it won't be good. There are a number of programs that need to be reauthorized, improved, modified, reformed. And as you pointed out, I've got a number of ideas about how to do that. But more than anything else, I mean, we need a safety net as a bridge to get farmers to a time, hopefully, when we have better commodity prices, which will be dependent, as I mentioned earlier, largely upon opening more markets for our commodities. But in the meantime, we've got to have a good, strong crop insurance program, commodity, what we call Title I, safety net programs, good, strong conservation title, disaster programs that trigger in years when we have economic or weather-related disasters. And so those are the things that we'll be focused on in the Farm Bill. And I hope that when it's all said and done, we don't end up having to do an extension. I think it's important we get our work done, that we put a bill on the President's desk that he can sign into law that will give farmers at least some certainty, predictability as they head into the future, which at this point has an awful lot of unknowns.